Yeah, but I do imagine that it's much easier to leave those separate parties that we're talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
You know, you can. It's like I imagine. Imagine one of those islands or those parties is like Hotel California, which you can check in anytime you want, but you can never leave.
Yes, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Think they got dental? No, probably not. Anyway, hey, what's going on? My name is Fred Stewart. Welcome to Hot Scraves and Omens. With me, as always, is my lovely co-host.
Hello, it's me. It's Taylor. Hi.
Hello. We're back.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back. It's been chaos.
It has been chaos. And a man behind the curtain, the man of many mysteries and shadows. It's Bill Bernard.
It's me. Hey, how's it going?
His camera's back.
I'm not Shrek. I'm not in the swamp anymore, but, we'll still keep it stinky.
Also, what a horrible episode for the camera not being there. It's like this. It was like, let's talk about some of the worst murder we've talked about in weeks. All right. Now, I have a few news stories I would like to talk about before we begin.
Sounds good.
Dive in.
And yeah, this one, I'm going to go back to November to talk about this news story because I meant to share it and I had it saved and it totally spaced my mind. But a woman in Thailand was found alive in her coffin after being brought in for cremation. So... yeah, this comes from...
And the story heats up.
This comes from CNN and, of course, a bunch of other various news sources. But a woman in Thailand shocked temple staff when she started moving in her coffin after being brought in for cremation. A Buddhist temple in the outskirts of Bangkok posted a video on a Facebook page showing a woman lying in a white coffin in the back of a pickup truck, slightly moving her arms and heads, leaving temple staff bewildered. They literally thought she was a ghost. But yeah, she was a 65-year-old woman, and she was brought in thinking that she was deceased, and she wasn't. She was just fucking moving around, just hard sleeper.
Hard
sleeper.
God,
Yeah.
I'd die to get some sleep like that.
Yeah, it said her brother said that her sister had been bedridden for about 2 years. When her health deteriorated, she became unresponsive, appearing to stop breathing for 2 days. The brother then placed her in a coffin and made the 300-mile journey to the hospital in Bangkok, to which the woman had previously expressed a wish to donate her organs. Hospital staff refused to accept the brother's offer as he didn't have an official death certificate. He drove 300 miles with her in the back of a pickup in a coffin. Just let him in. And so he was like, well, the hospital's not going to take her, so I'm just going to take her to get cremated.
Uh-huh.
Took her to the cremation facility, and she woke up. So,
wow.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, like, just hearing this out, one of the biggest things that stands out to me is the fact that, like, you had said that she had already been bedridden for a large portion of time. Yes. And I'm not trying to make any sort of insinuations here, but it's like, do you think that she had like a new lease on life when she almost got burned alive and buried?
Yeah, actually, she actually got out of the coffin after that 300-mile journey about being almost cremated and decided to celebrate by doing suicide by cop. So it's all, like I finally made it. Anyway.
She's 65, not 93.
65-year-olds can sound like that.
I don't know.
You're fucking.
I don't know what
you're
65.
age shaming right now. You're age shaming. You're literally age shaming.
No. I just don't know what 65-year-olds you're hanging out with.
You're age shaming right now.
My phone is over there.
You're being ageist.
I was gonna say, crazy thing, 65 is not too far away from Tom Cruise's age, and that man is still doing Mission Impossible.
Well, it's because he's gonna live forever because of the Illuminati and Scientology. So,
yeah, I feel like those are power-ups. Those got to do something for you.
I think when you give as much
except
money
for make him taller.
Well, yeah, he's like, what is it? Hollywood handsome at like 5'7" or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think when you give as much money to Scientology as Tom Cruise has, you can't die.
Yeah,
it's not possible.
They just inject L. Ron Hubbard's DNA in you, and then you go see the Lord Xenu, and then go off to the stars.
David Miscavige just comes up and massages your shoulders every single night. That's how it works.
Oh.
He's like, do you feel the power of Xenu coursing through your veins? I don't know how Scientology works. Anyway, the other story I have from the New York Post, and then this one's like I said earlier, this one's not as fun as the other one. But remains of missing triathlete found in Santa Cruz, California, after shark spotted with human body in its mouth.
Oh Jesus!
Holy shit! Yeah, that's right.
bro.
Yeah, so the body of a triathlete killed in a shark attack off a California coast has been recovered a week after she vanished while swimming with her husband, according to reports. Erica Fox's corpse was found Saturday afternoon, still clad in her black wetsuit south of Davenport Beach in Santa Cruz, California, about 25 miles from where she was last seen. So John Francis Van Russell was swimming about 100 yards behind his wife with 13 other members of the local swimming club on December 21st when a shark dragged his wife of 30 years into the water.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he basically said that, he said the wife didn't want his wife to live in fear and all that. But she was found, she was 55 years old. She was found wearing a shark band on her ankle, which is an electromagnetic device supposed to ward off shark attacks.
Didn't work.
Did not work. And her tragic death is a second fatal shark attack at Lover's Point, which is where it happened, in 73 years. The last one occurred in 1952.
Love Point. Love to see it.
Love to see it. Yeah.
I mean, shark attacks are they don't happen.
No, you are more likely to be killed by a cow than you are to be killed by a shark.
Yeah.
I believe that because I know that there's folks who get severely messed up by cattle.
I've been chased by a bull once. It's not fun.
Well, I don't have to go to Pamplona. I don't want to get chased by a bull at all.
Well, I wasn't planning on it. I was camping somewhere, and it was like right next to this farm. And guess what? They had a bull. Not a happy camper.
Did you grab it by the horns?
No, I fucking booked it. I fucking left. I was not about it. It was both me and my stepbrother. We were like, peace.
Yeah. That's probably a good.
We're dipping.
Adios.
Would have happened to me simply. I just would have turned around and been like, stop.
I don't think that works. So,
all the bones in my body get broken. I need you to stop immediately, bull. You're transgressing into my personal space. And then I just get turned into fucking human toothpaste.
I could see you in the full garb, just ready to go, like guiding that bull on its way. I don't know though. Like, what is your opinion on the whole doing it and then impaling them with sticks?
It's a different culture. It's not what we do. I had this conversation with coworkers the other day about how some people are like, they'll shake their fist at that, but then we'll also, how many fucking millions of cows do we kill a year to eat?
Dude, yeah.
Come on now.
I will say this till that, and I this is my platform. Pound for pound, you can get more protein and consume less water if you ate bugs. But Americans are not about it. But the science is there. It would be a way to offset it, and then it's like you don't even have to worry about PETA, because I know PETA's not trying to get people to eat bugs. Because I actually asked someone when I was at college, I was like, so what is your opinion on people consuming bugs? And that fucking sent that man in a tizzy. He was like computer blue screen. He didn't even know what to say.
Honestly, I just heard it just now, and I still don't know what to say.
I did know that, but I have texture problems. I'm not eating bugs.
Sure.
I
can't.
This is just a fucking bus stop conversation I've heard. I'm like, the American, like the meat industry is a crazy thing, and about that combined with like what they do, like in España, and they do all this crazy bullfighting and stuff like that. And Bill's like, you ever thought about eating bugs? And I'm like, you know what, Bill, I've never thought about eating bugs, but I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start for you. I actually just saw a thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
Maybe a few hours ago before we filmed this.
Yeah.
It's called it's called ant sauce.
Yeah.
And they make hot sauce out of at least 200 ants per bottle.
Okay. I mean, I would definitely think that you could get a similar capsaicin type thing with consuming like the ant venom, but that's just completely me throwing shit out there. I don't know any of the science.
They were taking spoonfuls of ants. And then they were showing a whole video how they had to clean out their vat thing because they're like, yeah, all the ant legs are getting stuck in it. And I'm like,
is that a really big problem?
Yeah, no, they have to clean out their machine because the ant legs get stuck and then it clogs up. Yeah, and I asked Tay, I was like, would you try it? She said no.
I would not.
I just know that crickets have a nutty like flavor.
They do,
and they can make flour out of them.
They do.
I know that they can make cricket flour. There's cricket-based dog foods.
Ooh. How do the dogs like that?
I don't know. My dog eats salmon, so I don't know.
I think that answers that one.
She's not some fucking liberal. She eats meat.
My dog eats meat.
Not eating bugs like your little rat.
I think she's content with her meat dog food.
Yes.
I mean, look at her. She seems.
Imagine that's
seems
just a
happier
term for
about
the
that.
podcast for the year. That's a hard right turn. It's like, God damn it. After everything we've said.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting real good. It's getting real good.
Oh, it's getting real good. Speaking of getting real good, Taylor, you have an episode for us this week.
I do have an episode. I do. It's the Cash Landrum incident.
Okay.
Cash Landrum
in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you know that Texas is actually where the first ever air wing was established?
No.
For the Air Force.
No.
I think was it Lackland?
I don't know. It was somewhere in Texas. I just saw a thing of it, and I was like, neat.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Because like they have a lot of really, really big bases in Texas. Yeah.
I mean, you know what they say about Texas.
Also home of cowboys.
Also, I love cowboys. It's just the way you said that.
Smartest
really
man alive, Frederick Graves.
Really sent me. Are we ready to get into
I'm
it?
ready.
Yeah,
into
I'm
it.
ready. Let's
All
dive in.
right.
Let's talk about some fucking aliens, man.
Done about 13 minutes of bullshit, and I think we can start the podcast.
It's a modern podcast. We could do this for another 45 minutes and put it up.
So this incident actually takes place on December 29th of 1980. So we just hit the 45-year mark.
Nice.
Fucking just happened.
Merry Christmas, Cash Landrum.
We'll see.
Oh. You gonna say that he was on like Epstein Island now?
No,
Okay.
no. I don't think. So this story follows Betty Cash, Vickie Landrum, and Vickie's grandson Colby Landrum, who they were going home to Dayton, Texas, when this incident happens. But originally they had wanted to go play bingo in one of the bigger cities around.
Yeah.
As one does.
But you also have to think it's right around Christmas. It's the 29th. Everything's fucking closed. Right. There's no bingo at the bingo hall.
No bingo.
No bingo at the bingo hall.
We used to be a country.
I know. You know? So they decided that they were going to go get food instead because that's a little more reasonable than going to go play bingo on the 29th because Christmas just happened.
What a weird time it is between Christmas and New Year's. It really is.
What can you go do? Like nothing. You can do nothing.
Yeah. It's like everybody's like, I'm just ready.
Hours are all
this.
weird. Like, some places are closed from Christmas, like before Christmas to the New Year. I don't fucking know, man. I'm just here.
Yeah.
So somewhere near the town of New Caney, they pull off for a bite to eat, and around 8:30 p.m., they pay their bill and hit the road for home, and they're ready to call it a night. They had a good meal. They kind of just yapped, as 51 and 57-year-old women do.
You know me, and sure, look out, there's another tumbleweed going by. That's number 1,307. I was really looking to go forward to go play bingo, but I don't think we're gonna. I don't think I want to go out there and play bingo anymore because of all the.
Jesus Christ.
I'll let you connect the dots on that.
Bing bong bing.
It's rural Texas.
Rural Texas. God dang old Bobby.
God dang, oh, Bobby.
All right. So we're just going to continue on. So Betty's behind the wheel of her pretty new, keep that in mind, Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
Nice.
It's about a year old, and it is a car that she loves. It navigates the back roads of Texas pretty darn well. Vickie's in the passenger seat, and little Colby is in the front. Between the two of them, it's one of those big bench 3-seaters.
Love them.
But this drive down a quiet 2-lane road in a densely wooded area takes a turn.
Mm.
You ready for the turn taken?
Do they have the blinker on?
They went left.
I think this is the road.
It certainly isn't. So all of a sudden, the women see this plane headed towards the Houston airport, or at least they think it's a plane.
I think that's a plane.
The lights on this object are super bright, and it's pretty dark, so they can't quite make out the shape from a distance, but they can tell that it's flying dangerously low to the treetops, so much so that they're feeling concerned.
Okay.
As they drive, it kind of like dips out of sight for a bit, but just as they turn around another bend, they see the lights again, almost right above them at this point.
So it got a lot closer.
And at this point, they can tell that ain't a fucking plane. Not a plane.
I'm starting to think there's ominous humming lights out the plane.
It's not even the hint of a plane.
Oh.
It's a craft. It's metallic, diamond-shaped, and about the size of a water tower.
Interesting.
It ain't little.
No, that's not little at all.
I'm starting to think that's not the bingo hall.
I'm also starting to think that's not a plane or the water tower.
That you know what that is?
What?
That's clearly a bird. what we're
wait.
seeing is a bird.
Oh, wait. Just you wait. Oh, man. I can't wait for later. So this craft has a belt of blue lights around its center, and every few minutes it spurts flames from the bottom of this craft,
Okay.
practically melting the road's asphalt in the process.
What?
Keep this all in
Spicy.
mind. Now, the women realize they can't keep driving forward. There's no way they can pass under this thing when the asphalt is melting and there's flames coming out the bottom of this craft. Betty tells Vickie that she's afraid to turn the car around because she thinks that the wheels might get stuck in the mud alongside the road because it had been recently raining. And then just as they're having this conversation, the engine on Betty's 1-year-old Oldsmobile dies. Dead. Dead battery. Does that seem familiar to anybody about
Yeah.
Nope, not at
aliens?
all.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's clearly still a bird.
Yeah.
So in the dark, in the silence, Vickie turns to Colby and says at one point, "That's Jesus. He won't hurt us."
Oh, how endearing.
Now,
Jesus
listen.
literally
Choke on
took the
spit.
wheel.
Listen. Seems kind of unrealistic in today's
Yeah.
times, but you have to remember it's a small Texas town in the 1980s. And these are two 50-year-old women.
I keep
Right?
remembering it's 1980s, so this is like relatively recent.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like one of those sort of situations where it's like, in the 1980s, taking it back here, that's when the sannyasins were doing their stuff here in Antelope. So it's like, yeah, like there's weird things going on all the time.
Right.
Imagine seeing something the size of a water tower shooting flames and just being like, "That's Jesus."
Yeah,
It seems unrealistic.
my child.
But you also have to think, like, UFOs are not at the top of the list right now.
okay.
Like, this is the 1980s in a small town in Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Texas.
If it was Brazil, I'd just say, "Oh, the statue came alive."
Yeah.
But no.
But no, like, and it doesn't make a lot of sense, but again,
Yeah.
it's the 1980s in Texas.
Yeah.
My children, behold my spiritual power.
You know,
Just melting the ground. It's just like, we're getting really big into fossil fuels.
I mean, these are women that attend church every Sunday. Like, these are like You live right in the fucking Bible Belt. Like you're there.
Yeah,
I just want to know how.
that's fine.
I just want to know how things went on Sunday at church. Like, did the pastor just be like, pray?
And on the
Pray.
seventh day, Jesus came down in his ominous-shaped spacecraft and melted the road. It's like, oh my god, I remember that.
Happened.
That happened.
Yeah.
Well, so they're convinced that whatever this thing is, it's got to be a sign from the heavens.
Right.
For all they know, this could be the second coming of Jesus himself. Like they don't fucking know. No one knows what Jesus is gonna come down in, or like what he's gonna do.
He's clearly gonna come down.
It might be at a Creed concert. Who knows?
No, definitely.
With arms wide open.
Very crazy. Just vaporizes half the crowd. Under all the sunlight,
With arms wide open, guys.
This place, I'll show you everything. Just turn them into skeletons.
Bone daddy.
I mean,
Bone
listen,
daddy.
listen. You know, no one knows what Jesus is gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what you're saying is that he's unpredictable and he's a threat.
yes.
You sound like a Roman general.
You know, the thing is about all that is that never mind. I'm not gonna do that bit. Let's go ahead. Let's continue forward. Let's continue forward.
So Betty and Vickie put on their bravest faces and they tell Colby to stay in the car and they get out. Like, surely this is what they're meant to go do. Yeah. I mean, it's God. God wants them to do this.
God is testing you. Be prepared.
Meanwhile, God's just like in the background, like, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. That's not me. That's something else entirely.
Hey. That sounds like some white people shit. Don't do that. No.
Is that your God voice?
Excuse me, please don't be doing that.
Please don't do that.
Jeepers.
All right.
Ooh.
Start walking towards it.
Yeah. Apparently, I killed Bill just now.
Call me Uma Thurman. Watch my feet. No.
So anyways, they step out of the car and this object just starts making a beeping sound. It's not anything like they've heard before. And then the beeping just fades into a dull, persistent roar, almost like the hum of a train engine.
Oh, weird.
Wow.
So it's pretty fucking loud. And then guess what? The flames start back up.
Oh.
Scorching the asphalt in front of them. Because it's a massive amount of heat that this thing is generating. I mean, first of all, to fucking melt asphalt. What's the melting point of asphalt?
I'll look it up.
Yeah, he's looking it up.
All right.
So it is at that point that Vickie is starting to feel like this is the fires of hell, and it's not so much heavenly as they were thinking it would be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not Jesus. So Vickie races back to the car and into the passenger seat, but the inside of the car is just as hot as the outside. And when she puts her hand on the dashboard, she notices that the vinyl is actually melting, so much so that when she touches it, it leaves an impression of her hand on the dash.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. That, like, the rest of her car has got to be, like, insanely hot if it even is able to run.
It's
So there's no official like melting point of asphalt, but to get it to where it's like that viscous, like liquidy material that they put into cracks, that's around 280 degrees.
Ooh.
Now a flame like that's probably around 2,000 degrees.
Yeah, so I mean, okay, so I guess the melting point of asphalt isn't quite what I thought it was, but it's still, that's gotta be hot.
That flame is at least 2,000 degrees that's coming out of the back of that.
That's gotta be hot.
Yeah.
It's a bit spicy.
A little not great. So Colby is still, he's been in the car.
Just left him in a hot car. stay in the car that doesn't work. That's really hot on the inside.
They left him in the car.
We're gonna go talk to Jesus.
Listen, understandable. They left him in the car. They didn't know what else to do. Everyone fend for yourself. Kid stays in the car. We go talk to Jesus. I get it. But
Just getting back in the car. It's like fucking 100 degrees. It's like,
but like
I'm really thirsty.
I definitely think there's a subtle irony there of looking to meet God and having a come to Jesus moment, and
basically,
then
yeah.
hot car baby death. That's insane.
Like and like
Now,
it doesn't
son, you
say
stay
exactly how hot the car is, but
Yeah.
clearly it's warm. It's toasty.
Yes.
yeah.
Especially if you can place your hand on the vinyl and it leaves it didn't like stick to her hand, but the impression of her hand was left in the vinyl. So like,
Son, stay here. We're gonna go talk to Jesus.
but to be fair,
And if it gets too hot, you'll be meeting Jesus.
to be fair, this is before like, so the car was stopped and this thing is in front of them. The flames hadn't come back out. So when they left the car wasn't hot. But then, you know, flames came out and then they were like, Vickie was like, not Jesus. Going back to the car. And then that's when the car was hot.
Okay.
Jesus was a carpenter, not into pyrotechnics. We got to get out of here.
So Colby has been in the car and he's been frozen in fear the whole time. But meanwhile, Betty is still outside of the car. She's standing there completely frozen in a trance-like state. And she can't take her eyes off of the craft, even though Vickie is yelling her name to get her to come back.
Right.
Because she's begging her to come back and at least seek some shelter in the car, because at least it's something
Yeah.
rather than
Better you get your fucking
right there.
ass back over here. It's not Jesus.
you know. You know. And it takes a few seconds, but she does eventually snap out of it, and she comes back to the car. She races back to the car and goes for the door handle and says that it nearly fries the skin off of her hand. The metal is so hot.
Whoa.
But there's no time to think, so she shoves her hand in the pocket of her leather jacket and uses that to pry the door open and get inside.
Right.
As she does that, the craft starts to ascend higher over the trees, and the further up it goes, the more things start to cool down inside the Oldsmobile. Once it slowly starts moving away from them, the engine on Betty's Oldsmobile miraculously starts again. Like, she's able to start the car after it just fucking got so hot.
That's wild. Like,
That alone is very odd. But then, as they're watching this thing kind of move away from the treetops, they start hearing another roaring sound. Except this time it's a helicopter.
okay.
Not just one,
Yeah.
not just 2 or 3. 23 helicopters.
I mean, that's that reminds me of the story I talked about before in Colorado. Like, things like that aren't normal. So, I mean, unless it was not a helicopter, either way, that is totally abnormal.
Oh, no. It was 23 helicopters, and they're flying low enough for Betty and Vickie to make out United States Air Force markings on them.
Hey,
Shout
go
out.
flight win.
Now, with the road clear, Cash says she drove on, claiming to see glimpses of the object and the helicopters receding into the distance. We don't necessarily know if these are military helicopters. We can guess that they're military helicopters.
United States Air Force on the side.
But we don't know if they're chasing off the UFO or escorting it somewhere.
I don't know if it's putting out at least 2,000 plus degrees heat and fucking melting asphalt and fucking up a car that's, so many odd feet away from it. I don't think helicopters are going to do much.
No, but we genuinely, we don't know. It does kind of seem like maybe they're escorting it somewhere.
Yeah.
However, it's pretty odd. And these, by the way, are like serious heavy-duty helicopters. These aren't your everyday copters. They're Boeing CH-47 Chinooks.
I was just about to say, that sounds like to me like some Chinooks.
Yeah, Chinook behavior for sure.
You know, the giant fucking heavy lift
Yes.
helicopters.
Yep.
I love Chinooks.
There's 23 helicopters with approximately 12 of them being Chinooks.
Okay.
Does that not seem fucking weird to anybody else?
If 12 of them are Chinooks, what are the rest of them?
Smaller.
Well,
like I'm
Not
like,
tandem.
are they like little birds with like rocket pods?
yeah, like MHAs, you know. Like,
Well, obviously,
are they like, you
Listen.
know, like the fucking Apaches?
the
Like,
women
We're
are
over
not.
here nerding out.
Yeah,
The women are not helicopter experts, but they could identify
fucking clearly.
the Chinooks because those are such a like clear and obvious
Yes,
thing. You
yeah.
show a picture of a Chinook, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's what I fucking saw.
Right.
The other ones, they didn't have two fucking motors. I can tell you that.
Right. Yeah, no,
And they weren't heavy lift. I can tell you
think-
that.
I think a lot of the time people associate helicopters with like either the police ones or
Yeah.
the news ones, which are like, in my opinion, like the Cessnas of the helicopter world, where there's a ton of them, everybody knows what one looks like,
Right.
and any
It ain't been that long.
Yeah,
This whole ordeal only took 15 minutes.
that's enough time.
It's enough time, but like,
Enough time to be scarred forever. You know?
I mean, it feels like they've been in the woods forever, but then Betty just drives home. What the fuck else is she supposed to do?
Just
She takes Vickie and Colby home, and they get home around 9:50, and then she just goes home.
just Colby in the back, be like, Mom, I don't think I want to go to bingo anymore.
Like,
this has been really strange.
I don't think I ever want to go play bingo like ever again.
Ever.
like, yeah. So, like, granted, there's not anything Betty really can do. She just is like shell shocked, essentially, as are the rest of them. But almost immediately when she gets home, Betty starts feeling really sick, like sweating, headaches, and constant vomiting sick. She does end up sleeping for a bit, but when she wakes up, her symptoms are much worse. She wakes up with blisters all over her face and scalp as if she spent days in a tanning bed, and she is not doing well.
Good old radiation poisoning.
The Landrum house is experiencing the same flu-like symptoms, but they're milder. The vomiting, sweats, and headaches, but no blistering. It kind of makes more sense because Colby never left the car, and Vickie went back to the car before Vickie did. Or before Betty did. And so Vickie and Colby bounced back pretty quick after about 2 days, but Betty's symptoms lasted much, much longer. Her face swells up to the point where she can't even really open her eyes. Her hair starts falling out in clumps, and she lives alone, so Vickie insists that Betty comes over to the house so she can take care of her. But on January 4th, which is 6 days after the encounter, Vickie realizes there is no way she is going to be able to nurse Betty back to health. Regardless of how fucking insane their story sounds, they get Betty to a hospital. And Betty tries to keep the details of that night a secret, even from her doctors. And she does this for about 12 days, the first 12 days that she's in the hospital.
All right, Betty, I'm Dr. Alien. What brings you in today?
Just look at me.
You saw a bird.
The thing is Betty doesn't say a peep about a UFO because she knows how absurd it sounds. It's actually not until Colby comes to visit that he accidentally spills the beans.
Yeah, there was a big old spacecraft that came down. It was our mouth on the ground, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody got super sick. And then there was like 400 helicopters, but more or less like 20 helicopters, and there was like Chinooks, and there was like other ones that they, for some reason that we don't know what those ones are called, but we know those ones are called Chinooks. But and there was so many of them, and then they all were flying around, and then there was that one, and then that one, and that one, and the spacecraft, and then everyone got really sick, and now it's really sad.
Do you want some candy, young man?
I saw a bird, and I would like candy.
Bird.
You saw the planet Venus.
Yeah. So that's when they start to have an idea of what Betty really went through, and she finally confesses to her medical team. She tells them right before her symptoms started, she had a close encounter with an inexplicable flying object. And it's not totally clear whether the doctors believe her, but what they do is they move her to her own private room and slap a fucking biohazard sticker on the door.
Okay.
So,
They go, well, Betty, that's really quite interesting. Excuse me while I just go over this wall, and they just like busts out a glass case and presses a button. Armed guards
Like-
come in and drag her into a room.
yeah, like... They might believe her.
2319!
2319.
They don't necessarily say whether or not they believe her, but they might believe her a little bit.
Well, partner, that's really scary. Anyway, we're going to send you to solitary confinement, but in hospital form.
Basically. So whatever's going on with Betty, they don't want it to spread. They don't know what it is. So after this, she's hospitalized
scary.
3 different times in under a month. And in all that time, Betty's doctors can only come to one conclusion, which is that she seems to be suffering from radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The open sores, the skin burns, and the hair falling out. It's about the only thing that makes sense. And they are convinced she came in contact with something. Even if it's radiation like they think, to be this bad, this quick, she had to come within close proximity to something that you don't really see around every day or like ever.
Yeah.
Doctor comes in, sits down, full like respirator gas mask, just like, so Betty, please tell me, have you been juggling uranium recently?
She has not.
Oh.
I only juggle plutonium.
Oh,
Yeah.
foolish me.
Yeah.
No, I actually was I was watching a video today that I actually thought was very informative. And
About juggling plutonium?
no, it was what you should do in case of like a nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
And
Number
Die?
one. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Die. I had.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
I was gonna say last there for the first 24 hours, because if you're able to do that, the initial radiation after the fallout has already come and settled from the mushroom clouds, it goes from being where it's at its most to about 3 days later, 1%. Just the particles that are floating around. And the biggest thing is you have to negate going into like tall grass or any place where that stuff would build up. But like for me, I thought that was really interesting because other than the old duck and cover type stuff, most of the time people don't know that staying where you are is a really good option, because everybody else is going to be out and about doing their own thing, and that's how they end up dying.
Yeah, I just know if there's a nuke coming that I'm just gonna stand on my driveway listening to Black Hole Sun. And
Would
then,
the basement protect us?
maybe.
It is underground.
It is underground. I would. I'm just gonna stand in my driveway, listen to Black Hole Sun, and Rise the Flash hits. I'm just gonna stick a fucking 300 Win Mag right in. Boom! And they're like, yeah, it was just a power outage. Was anything?
Oh!
yeah. Someone hit a light pole. It's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
You saying die though took me out, because I was literally about to say die. I was like, number one, die. That's my wife.
You can tell that we've been together for a long time because we
Think alike.
yeah.
No, I've said to Taylor multiple times, I've ruined your comedy as a human being. Just of like, just like what's the most morbid thing I could say, and I'll say it off the top of my head, and now Taylor does it.
So, anyways, if anyone is questioning Betty's story, she does point to her car as more proof. The 1-year-old Oldsmobile has now its own share of problems. After that night, the radio and the clock on this almost new car just stopped working. The engine's got issues still, and the plastic that covers the exterior light melted. It plus
Melted.
the rest of the fucking car reeks of burnt metal. Not to mention Vickie's handprint is still clearly stamped in the dashboard. I mean, like, Betty's new car, year-old car, is barely drivable. He got her home.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, your trading value is going to be fucked on that.
Shit.
Something heated the temperature to well beyond a hot summer Texas day, and it happened in the end of December, the middle of winter.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, dude.
That would be very strange, because the last time I was in Texas was for basic training, and that was during the winter, and it's not hot enough by any stretch of the imagination. No way.
No. So a guy named Brad Sparks contends that although the symptoms were somewhat similar to those caused by ionizing radiation, the rapid onset was only consistent with a massive dose that would have meant certain death in a few days. And since all the victims lived for years after the incident, Sparks suggested the cause of the symptoms was some sort of chemical contamination, presumably by an aerosol, is what he suggests. Is that it wasn't radiation, it was a chemical.
You've clearly been drinking chemicals under the sink, and it's all your fault.
Yeah, obviously. So, speaking of the car, while Betty's in the hospital, Vickie offers to go file a police report. Not quite sure what her insurance policy is like, but I don't think it fucking covers this. I'll be honest.
Hey, what's going on? This is Steve from State Farm. Yeah, listen, I was looking at your policy, and it does not cover accidental burns from a unknown origin spacecraft. I'm really sorry about that, but you can add that for your policy for another $1,000 if you want.
It pays to know that even the unforeseen you should be insured for.
Sorry, I was readjusting. Bonk.
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 Bonk. Anyways, I'm not convinced that we're not all autistic here.
I took my fucking RADS test, buddy. All right. I took my fucking RADS test. I got a 13. You got a fucking 90 something.
The fact that you took a RADS test tells me all that I need to know.
Yeah, it's because everybody else is doing it.
I have never taken one of those tests, and I definitely
should.
I work with people who are autistic, and
you should take a RADS test. I think you should.
Okay.
Not right now. It's very long. Do it when you're home.
I'll just send the link to Bill. The next episode's gonna come in with one of those spitty fan hats.
Guess what we learned?
He's like, yeah, some of my favorite airplanes. There's like the C-47. There's an A-10.
Mine's dogs.
Hers is dogs. It's we've done that on the podcast.
Yeah, mine is dogs.
Almost 3 years of this podcast. We feel like we've done.
You've
this
made that joke quite a few times about how I can just guess any dog breed, and that's what it is.
I remember we got our hate mail for Crippy Sock Vacation.
Well.
Speaking of which, send her.
And then there's a problem, because of course there is. When she goes to the police, she's passed around like a fucking hot potato because no one knows what to fucking do. So she calls the Dayton police, who tell her to call National UFO Reporting Center in Seattle, Washington, and then they pass her on to another civilian group called the Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization, and they're the ones who can actually get her in contact with somebody. A former NASA engineer named John Schussler. John makes the trip down to Dayton to head up his own investigation into the matter, and when he starts questioning locals about what happened in December, he finds that Vickie, Colby, and Betty weren't the only ones to see something odd that night.
Ooh.
52-year-old Nellie Zadek was driving with her son and daughter-in-law 20 miles east of Dayton when they saw a diamond-shaped craft that was within a 30-minute window of the encounter. An oil field worker named Jerry McDonald saw it as well. He was out in his backyard when he spotted what he thought was a blimp in the sky before realizing it was a large diamond-shaped object with blue flames coming out the bottom. So that tells you how hot the flames are. They're blue.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
They're blue.
That's smoking hot.
It is smoking hot. Also, such a rural Texas town to be like sitting out of your back porch and be like, well, there's a blimp out there.
Fucking blimp. That's a new blimp. I've never seen that kind of blimp before.
Weird blimp. And it's like, are you maybe thinking of hot air balloon? Ones that have fire, because a lot of people don't know this, but fire is bad for blimps. Prime example would be the Hindenburg disaster,
Yes.
which we'll cover on the podcast at some point.
There was also off-duty Dayton Police Sergeant Lamar Walker and his wife, who were driving down the same street as Betty and Vickie that night when they spotted the team of helicopters. They thought their National Guard was on a training exercise until they realized they had their spotlights pointed to the ground, clearly searching for something. All in all, there were about 10 people who reported seeing the diamond, and then about 8 people who spotted the helicopters thereafter. John also spoke with other local UFO investigators who said they visited the scene of the crime right after December 29th, and they found what looked like a few scorched trees, and it appeared as if the road had been very recently paved over. So John digs into that fact, and he discovers around 6 a.m. on the morning after the sighting, there was a huge team of people laying new asphalt. Which on its own is pretty odd, but the day after a sighting where presumably nobody has reported it, they're laying asphalt?
Yeah.
They're not even that quick out here they're not quick out here in Portland.
They're still working on I-5 near the Tacoma Dome.
Yeah.
It's been maybe 200 years.
Yeah, dude. I know many City Works programs do not have next day service.
Yeah.
Nah, not unless the government says, hey, so you need to get out there because a UFO just fucking melted the ground.
And we'll pay you 5 times what the work is worth.
We also have a bunch of fun paperwork for you to sign.
Yeah. Fucking Men in Black showing up, be like,
There's one thing that we care about. It's that the roads are safe.
RFK?
they're like, you're the scariest.
Men in Black?
You're the scariest thing
might
I've ever
be,
seen in
I
my
don't know.
entire life. Like, yeah, we'll get right on that.
Thank you. I just want the people of Texas to feel safe.
All I'm saying is I've never seen the Men in Black and RFK in the same room.
Oh, yes.
It's all the worms in my brain that are from interdimensional space wizards.
Yeah, I never realized that my Men in Black impression and RFK are
Damn near identical.
Yeah, because
Was that a Freudian slip? Do we now know the truth?
Probably.
I'm waging.
yeah, no, it's the same voice. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I left a bear in Central Park after I traveled here in my spacecraft.
So,
Holy shit, yeah, it's the same.
yeah, same voice.
It's awesome.
So, between John's involvement and the news of Betty's condition, it does not take long for reporters to catch wind of the story. Like, you got a man from NASA fucking doing an investigation.
Yeah.
Or, like, he's a retired NASA scientist or whatever.
Nerd.
Or whatever.
What a dork.
But, like, at a certain point, it starts getting national exposure. Like, this is a huge story.
Sure.
When Betty is questioned, she makes it clear that even she is incredulous about the whole thing. Betty said, and I quote, "I've never been one to believe in UFOs. I was the first to laugh. Now I'm afraid to look up."
Yeah, no shit.
Girlie did not believe in UFOs, like,
Yeah.
at all. And now she's fucking terrified.
Well, you guys were talking about Jesus before. Like, honestly, that would be like being fully not about it. And then you have a come to Jesus moment.
Yeah.
And then Jesus is like sitting in your living room and he's like, I'm going to tell you about all of the sins you've ever fucking committed. And then he just evaporates in the thin air. How are you going to walk away from that one?
Yeah.
How are you going to walk away from that one?
Yeah. Like, genuinely, like, she was like, aliens aren't real. Like, I don't believe in that. And then now she's like, well, I can't look up in the fucking sky because I'm afraid I'm going to fucking see something again.
Wow.
Like, you can't blame her either because the event ruined her life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one who ever comes forward from a UFO incident, especially from a close encounter, they're never just like, I'm okay now. Like, it's never once been like that.
It ruined her health, but then not only that, in the month following her release from the hospital, she had to leave Texas and move back with her mother in Alabama just so she could have someone help take care of her. Like, even with all of this, she still had a really hard time that the experience was fucking aliens. She still had a hard time coming to terms with that. And she ended up I want to say it was in the 90s. She ended up passing from cancer, which
That's not surprising.
isn't surprising considering how much fucking radiation she was exposed to.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, usually not.
Well, I mean, I also think about like, you know, a prime example of like how these things affect your life. Travis Walton, right? Fire in the Sky, right? You ever seen Fire in the Sky, Bill? Fantastic alien movie.
Okay.
It's about a guy named Travis Walton. They're up in Canada, I want to say. Something like that.
Don't ask me, I don't remember.
They're logging up in Canada. They see some sort of craft. Travis gets out to go investigate. He gets fucking abducted, disappears for days. Eventually gets returned.
Yeah.
But it's based off his real account. I've actually like listened to his real account, and he does like the McMinnville UFO Festival will come out and tell a story. And there's some people that I go like, I'll go like kind of roll my eyes, be like, yeah, okay, like you know, there's just some stories I'm like, that's a bit far fetched, you know, maybe.
Are you talking about the man that fucks aliens? Are you saying that his story isn't real?
Me.
What's that guy's name? David something?
David Huggins
David
or
Huggins.
Higgins.
Oh, what a great
Something
name.
like
I was going to say David Copperfield.
It's like, yeah, then she's totally like blowing my alien, like pulling my human dong with her alien mouth. Yeah, that guy.
Are you telling me you don't believe his story?
You know, it's
We did 2 whole parts on him. I think it's-
we did do two whole parts on him. No, I just think about him and I'm like, okay, sure. But like, then you listen to like Travis Walton's story or, you know, like Betty and Barney Hill, Lennon Napolitano. And, you know, it's just like the way that some of these people who encounter these things like tell their story where they're just haunted disposition, where they're just like, I wish it would have never happened.
Yeah.
You know, and like that, I think about with her.
Yeah, that's pretty much where
Just like,
she's-
you know, it's like, imagine you're just like, I'm living in my small town, Texas, and then all of a sudden there's aliens, and my whole life got flipped up, turned upside down. Now I gotta move to Bel Air.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Not gonna move
like,
to Alabama.
There's always a reference to Will Smith and Men in Black somewhere.
There'll be another one by the end of this podcast.
probably. Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty insane. Like, there was no reason,
No.
No.
like, for her to gain anything from this. Like, she never did gain anything from it. All she gained was
Cancer.
and a ruined, like, her health was ruined.
Yeah.
Like, none of it was good. Like, she didn't gain money, she didn't gain fame or notoriety. Like,
Well, what do you mean? Everyone who has a close encounters with aliens, all they get is money. No one ever gets money.
but, like, you know what I mean? Like, people always say, like,
Oh, you're doing it for the money.
yeah.
It's like, no, it's usually what happens. Like, I had this conversation with a coworker of mine where we were talking about, or not a coworker, it was our neighbor. Our neighbor, where we're talking about our shared paranormal experiences. And he was saying how, like, you know, it's hard to talk about this with people that I meet because he's had some really credible experiences with you know, supernatural entities, and has had some pretty like you know, like odd things happen to him. And he's like, it's hard to talk about it because I feel like, you know, people are just gonna look at me and be like, well, he's just a crazy guy, like that. That's a crazy thing that happened to him.
Yeah.
And he's crazy, but he's like, but I know what happened. You know?
Yeah.
And it's not like when people see, like, they hear this, we're like, oh, you're just doing it for the money. It's like, I fucking
I know what I saw. I know what I saw.
I wish I was doing it for the money. Like,
I wish, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wish that didn't happen to me.
yeah.
You know, I wish that I didn't see a fucking craft that's the size of a water tower come down and give me fucking
so-
cancer, dude.
If there wasn't a conspiracy already brewing about this whole thing, there was gonna be.
Right.
Because when U.S. Army press officer for the local Fort Hood base is questioned, he says none of their aircraft were dispatched that night. And he says he looked into other Texas, even Louisiana bases, but they knew nothing about the choppers. In fact, he tells press, quote, "I don't know what it could be unless there's a super secret thing going on and I wouldn't necessarily know about it." Not
Okay.
quite, I think, what the the Air Force is hoping that he will say.
Yes.
Or
Exactly.
like, I don't think they were expecting him to be like, well, maybe something super secret's going on. I just don't know about it.
Well, listen, as the commander of this base, you know, there's probably things happening that I have no idea that's happening.
Like,
Yes.
It's like, what are you talking about?
I don't think that's what the government wanted him to say.
You know, it's a high, you know, it's like one of those kind of events where, you know, we're gonna have a skiff later on and go into there and talk about it. But usually I don't really do those things. I just kind of I come to the office and I throw a tennis ball at the wall
Yep.
for 8 hours and then I go home.
Yeah, you know?
I hate to admit it, but a large number of analysts that I knew would just be on Facebook. Like that was like them all day if they didn't have anything to do.
That sounds about right.
That's what you guys are doing is looking for.
Well, no.
Instead of looking for intel. Just
Well,
like,
let me preface this. You cannot, as a military member, be doing domestic intelligence gathering. Does that happen? I didn't do it, but I can't speak for anybody else. But no, they were on Facebook piddling around or like looking up information on their like ex-wife type of stuff.
Oh my
Where it's
God.
like that's pretty questionable, very questionable. But I mean, yeah, I could understand why you're upset.
just in what's that fucking Mount Scott or what's that fucking NORAD facility? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yes, yeah.
You know?
So NORAD is at I think it's Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah, Cheyenne. I just imagine that. Well, they're like, Airman, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm on coolmathgames.com.
Oh,
like-
dude.
It's like,
I'm on gamesforgirls.com.
you two keep it up. You know, you're protecting this country. I mean, while I was like, sir, I believe we found Osama bin Laden. He's like, you shut up. Want to see what new games are on coolmathgames.com.
He's just trying to play the block one, and it like isn't.
Oh,
working.
block sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I just played that again recently. Yeah, like a little mobile game of it. It's
Oh
fun.
my god, I didn't know that a mobile game of it.
Sick,
Good to know.
dude.
Good to know. So eventually, even Lieutenant Colonel George Sarin with the Office of Inspector General for the U.S. Army chimes in. He says that he's looked into it and he can't find any evidence that the helicopters even belong to the U.S. military.
Wow.
This on this side, U.S. Air Force. And
Yeah.
He's like,
He's like, I
who's
don't
to
know
say-
that to you.
Listen, it could have been a team of civilians flying their Chinooks.
Could have been
Happens every day.
USSR Air Force. Soviets. That's who it was.
It was clearly a bunch of civilians in their civilian Chinooks just fucking around, doing whatever.
Yeah.
What do you? No, it's the 80s.
Yeah.
Like now, I'd be like, there's probably a guy who owns a Chinook.
Yeah.
Out there. There is people that own Chinook.
Yeah.
They actually use one of them for wildland firefighting, which is really cool.
Yes.
There was a guy at PDX who used to fly in all the time in his personal Apache. So
He had a personal Apache.
Yeah.
he would land at the general aviation ramp, get out in slides,
Dude.
and I was
That's insane.
like, yeah, he was a cool guy.
Oh my god.
You know that man was rich.
Yeah. I mean, like for me too. It's like if I had a personal Apache, I'd probably like have like the most like obliviously not camouflage on it. It'd be like super gaudy. It'd be like bright green, bright orange, bright pink, and bright yellow. You're not hiding from shit.
That's not the point. The point is that I have an Apache and you fucking don't.
Mine would be the exact opposite. It'd be jet black with the spotlight.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I would just mess around with people. You know, it's like, you know, a couple lovers lane, you know, they're like, do you like me? I like you. You know, I think. And then I'd hit them with the spotlight. Like, you are surrounded. There's no escape for the U.S. government. Just like hover like a foot above their car. It's a fun bit.
I believe you could do that because we did the flight simulator game that you had, and I learned some things. Like, that is a dope game. I love it.
But yeah, so the military claims that they don't even have those helicopters.
Oh,
you know,
we never once owned Chinooks, and we never
U.S.
will.
Air Force.
Yeah.
You know, as you do.
We've never owned helicopters. We never will.
We've never had a single helicopter ever. Ever. So that means either the strategy is deny, or whatever they were pursuing was so top secret that it went beyond clearance of the Inspector General.
Okay.
I don't know how high up is the Inspector General.
I mean,
you'll know.
Pretty high.
Yeah, the Inspector General is pretty high, but the bigger thing is that something that is that high level in my mind would either be like green door job type of thing, where it's like you can't even admit what the job is, or it would be like top secret SCI, which is compartmentalized information, where you know something, and I know something, but none of us know what the other person knows, so that if any of us die, it will never be released.
Ah.
So yes, the general, the Inspector General is very high. Just like, I don't fucking know, man. Like, there's like fucking, I don't know, I didn't see shit. I'm so fucking high right now.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, dude, the room's spinning, man.
I don't know, but what I do know is what was top secret back then in the 80s.
What was top secret in the 80s, but is it now?
Well, yeah.
Project Blue Book?
Well, I mean, just in general. You're overthinking it.
I am overthinking it.
You're totally overthinking it.
I didn't fucking say,
I was
man.
gonna say Area 51.
Just aliens in general, guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah, because like
Because like they've already admitted that aliens exist.
Yeah, well, you know.
They've already done that.
They kind of done it.
Well, they basically were like, aliens exist, but also they don't, but they do.
Quit
like that's
asking
it.
that question.
Yeah, literally that was it.
Well, it's
like
just that-
like all the fucking press conferences.
It's just that Congressman, Miss Luna, and just being like, can you please explain to me what you saw? And they're like, yeah, I saw a craft hover over me for 15 seconds and disappear. And they're like, and what was that? Like, I don't know. And they're like, well, that's enough. Anyway, shut the cameras off and we'll do the rest of it. That's usually what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but you know,
I'd rather they just come out. Like, I'd rather like Trump's last day in office, you know, like when he's doing the handover to the next president, to him just to be like, well, he's a great guy. He's really cool. We like him. Also, aliens exist. Anyway, it's just like totally totally just fucking derail everything. You know?
Well, I mean, like,
we're like, all right, like, that's you fucking
listen.
Like, finally somebody said something.
Yeah, but you know what I mean though, is like it was so incredibly top secret.
Yeah.
Like that would make sense if somebody didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at this point, no one is talking about what happened. Local authorities can't do squat as far as an investigation's concerned. And it kind of just seems like everyone's going, well, that was weird.
Yeah, I think you just saw a bird or something.
Oh, don't worry. There's someone who has a guess on what they saw.
Oh, I'm sure it's right up that alley.
So one day in April of 1981, which is just a couple months after this whole incident, a CH-47 helicopter flew into Dayton. As Colby watched, he became very upset. Landrum decided to take him to the spot where the helicopter had landed with the hope that he would be less frightened of it on the ground.
Yeah.
When they reached the landing zone, they found a lot of people that were already there, and they had to wait some time before they were allowed to go inside the helicopter and talk to the pilot. Landrum and another visitor both claimed that the pilot said he had been in the area before for the purpose of checking on a UFO in trouble near Huffman.
That's a very big admission. That's a very big.
That dude folded immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Because, like, this scared little kid comes in and he was like, you know,
Well, so
like,
he was talking to somebody, and like they came in, the kid, and then another visitor came in as he's like talking to someone.
that dude's gonna get in so much fucking trouble.
Shit. Yeah.
So
that would be the equivalency of like them like finding out where Bin Laden's at, and then like they're like, yeah, we're gonna do this whole operation where they're gonna be sending in SEAL Team 6. I mean, these like super state of the art Black Hawk helicopters. Oh, hey kids, hi, what's going on? Like, what was that last part? It's like nothing.
nothing.
You guys want to see a cool helicopter? Want to press some buttons?
Yeah. He kind of fucked up there a little bit.
Folded immediately.
So when Landrum told the pilot how glad she was to see him because she had been one of the people burned by the UFO, he became ghost white, refused to talk to them further, and hustled them out of the aircraft.
Oh, okay.
Does not look good for him.
I don't want to get court-martialed, so over to
He
God.
said, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Hey, you should go outside. We're done. We're done.
You think
No more.
You think that the inside of the helicopter is cool? You should see the outside from like 300 yards away.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of fucked up a little bit. Some people say that this was like a miscommunication because the UFO incident that the pilot was talking about was like a couple months before this incident, but there's no confirmation either way because, again, he wasn't fucking supposed to be talking about it in the first place.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you be talking about it when people come? You should look.
Yeah.
You know, people come to check out your fucking big ass helicopter, and you're just gonna sit there and talk to someone and be like, "Yeah, it was here a couple months ago."
Yeah, dude.
for
So
a
there's
fucking
this
UFO."
huge craft, and it was like, what? And I was like, following it, and it was like super crazy.
You fly these helicopters, right? I totally saw one of these for sure.
You should like totally forget that you heard anything, and otherwise you'll get visited by Robert F. Kennedy. Who's gonna come to your front door. I heard you might have saw something. I heard you might have heard and saw something that you weren't supposed to see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to go and visit Daytona, but not Texas, because that's where we'll send you.
No, please.
Yeah. So there is that. There's that whole thing. But in the grand scheme of things, they just wanted they just wanted an explanation. I mean, from Betty's perspective, she's now drowning in hospital bills. So if the government isn't going to give her an explanation, they at least could pay for her healthcare bills.
Sure. Why not?
So the two women wrote tirelessly to senators and congressmen, and they made it very clear they were not going away. Whatever happened that night had to have some government tie. I mean, they saw the helicopters, and after 8 long months and a long line of dead ends, in August, Vickie finally got a call from the Air Force. They were ready to sit down and talk. Betty and Vickie are told to report to Bergstrom Air Force Base in Austin, Texas. There, Air Force officials are willing to hear them out and see if they can help in any way. So it seems they're prepared to take some responsibility for the whole event. During their interview, Air Force officials appear to take their account seriously. They even help Betty and Vickie fill out some damage claim forms, and they advise that they seek out a civil attorney and say they'll be in touch. Whole thing was pretty clinical. I found the transcripts earlier when I was researching this.
Yeah.
They released the transcripts.
Oh, wow.
You can
Yeah.
read through the. I was like, oh,
I'm not used to.
I don't know if I'm supposed to see that.
Yeah.
I feel like that I shouldn't be. I have a really bad habit of doing
Just
this.
finding
by the way,
unclassified documents.
Previously like things that you were not being able to find. Yeah, I would find. I find them.
I
think my FBI agent's probably not very happy with me, but it's fine.
I will just say this because the person who it is will know who I'm talking about. My capstone project in college was about a water issue that was in my city, and it was something that was largely brushed over. Met the source of the story. He was the one that really created everything out of it. His dad had worked for some sort of government agencies, and when he showed me his book, his mother book of things, some of the stuff in there, I was telling him, I was like, dude, I don't even know if I should be looking at this, because I immediately could tell there should be some classifications on this.
There should be some blacked out.
Yeah, there should be some redacted information.
I'm like, I know this is real.
Not with the black highlighter function in Adobe, guys.
Yes.
If you're gonna redact
not
things.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
You know what? All I'm going to say is we're doing the job for AI real well. They don't even have to worry about taking over. We're dumb.
We're already fucking idiots. AI is
dumb.
AI is dumbing us down. AI is 100% dumbing us down. I don't like AI.
I believe it was when I started getting to use a calculator on math tests. I think that's when I started to dumb down, because I forgot the formulas, and then I was like, fuck math. I really like physics, but I'll never be a physicist.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I dropped out of high school junior year, so I didn't have to do math.
I went to online school.
And that's why you're like that. So
I only went to online school for 2 years.
Well,
I graduated half a year early, actually, because I went to online school. So
way to go.
That's why she is the way she is.
It's cause,
homeschool kid.
They told me, because they were like, listen, you have to take extra, like, you either have to, like, finish this class or you have to take, like, 5 more classes for the next year, because you can't just take the one class. And I was like, well, I guess I'm fucking busting out this class. Give me that. I don't want to I don't want to fucking have like 6 extra fucking credits for no reason.
Right.
What the fuck do I need those for?
Yeah.
High school's over.
What am I, a fucking nerd?
It's like
high school's over. I don't want that. So I had to fucking sit down and do all that. That was fun.
I was too busy drinking cheap beer and smoking cigarettes instead of being in school. It's way cooler. Now here I am. Sitting in a cool set talking about aliens. You can do it too.
Don't drop out of school, kids. Stay in school.
Do whatever you want. Fuck it.
Stay in school. Stay in school.
I feel like I did the opposite of that, and I'm still here. So that's like just life. Like, life is what you make it.
Homeschool, dropped out of school, and
I wasn't homeschooled.
Homeschool, dude. You're a homeschool kid,
online
dude. You're.
I was in school all the way up until sophomore year, and my health issues made me not be able to be in person school anymore.
Fucking homeschool, dude. She's like, you actually call her teacher mom, but she's actually your mom.
No. My fucking school was a laptop. That was it. I couldn't physically be in school anymore because of health problems.
Why did it's totally not that, but like, why did I think of like a leapfrog laptop?
Like a leapfrog learning pad?
Yes.
Like,
No, she was in one of those autism hammocks with the fucking iPad is what she was doing.
iPad kids.
Just like
I
swinging
was
back.
not an iPad kid. Believe it or not, I was not. I am now. I wasn't then.
Yeah, she is now. Yeah. Yeah, when she gets a little overwhelmed, I go, Taylor, it's iPad time.
iPad time.
And I have a little fort set up in the corner. She sits in there. like, look at funny dog video.
I'm gonna be so for real. I do
cool.
want a swinging chair.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it just seems like I could like cozy up with a nice book in it and just like be really comfy. It seems nice. Anyways, so Vickie and Betty don't really get many answers about their experience, but they feel like they've been heard, at least. And then a month after that interview, the Air Force sends the Texas Department of Health's Bureau of Radiation Control. That is a very long name. Needs to shorten it down.
Shorten it down.
But apparently that's a thing. They send them out to the site of the encounter and they scan the area for any residual radiation and they say they don't find any. However, it has been 9 months since this incident occurred, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be that it's been 9 months.
Yeah.
Or could be government cover-up.
Oh.
Well, we know the government's usually pretty fast about doing things, so
That, and they're usually like super open and honest about stuff.
yeah, they've never
Like
lied about
every
anything.
single time.
I had a whole.
They've never withheld information before.
I had a whole conversation with coworkers this week about MK Ultra.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was telling one of my coworkers about I don't remember the context of it, but I was like, yeah, it's kind of like that because we were like I was talking about like doing a bit about like doing DMT and like going crazy or something along the lines, just doing a funny bit, and then I was like, yeah, it's kind of like what they did with MK Ultra. I was like, do you know what MK Ultra is? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, fucking strap in, buddy. But like how the government they'll just do things and they'll be like, all right, nobody talk about this for at least another 40 years. and then like 40 years passes and they're like, all right, we might have dosed an elephant at the Cincinnati Zoo with 1,000 hits of acid. Big fucking deal. Get over it. It was 40 years ago.
So
It's like we're still gonna do our MK Ultra episode. We should.
I was gonna say for me, like I'd love that first off, and I was gonna say also in that same vein, and I brought it up before, the whole entire Tuskegee experiments. That is another great example of, hey, we're going to completely ruin your public trust.
did we cover that?
I don't know. We've been doing this podcast for over 3 years.
There's one that I know we covered that I think it was similar.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. There's a lot of government cover-ups.
they love to do it.
Yes.
You know, they love covering stuff up, and I get it.
You love
you know,
to see it.
you love to see
They're
it.
a lot
Or
like
not see it for that
Oh.
point.
They're a lot like a cat in a litter box.
Schroeder's cat box. Did the cat shit in the box or did it not shit in the box? In our case, it did shit in the box because the whole room fucking stinks like cat shit.
Our cat has the gnarliest.
Dude, it's the
Gnarliest.
fucking. We're gonna get off track. We got Killdozer, our new cat, right? And we have a litter box in the office, right? We'll all go sit in there and play games or write an episode or whatever. And I have to keep the fucking door closed when I'm in there because they'll come in and be like, Dad, I love you. You're like, and I'll be like, I love you, you tiny little guy. And he'll be like, I love you. Oh, nice box. And then he'll just go and take human shits. Human smelling shits.
It's so bad.
Whole dumps.
I don't know why it smells so bad. I'll bring it up at his vet appointment, which
Yeah, we have to bring up that and the fact that he fucking farts constantly. Our cat farts.
Oh my god.
Now, everybody says talk about like dog farts. Look at fucking Spirit. Like,
Dog farts.
yeah, I
she
mean,
doesn't fart like hardly ever.
She's probably on Bill's cam better, but
Yeah.
she doesn't, yeah, see, she doesn't fart that much. My fucking cat won't stop.
It was really funny to make that vet appointment for our cat, by the way, because I was like, I need to make an appointment for a new cat. And she's like, okay, like, how do you spell it? What's his name? And I said, Killdozer. And there was a pause. And she just, and how do you spell that?
Oh, you're not cultured? Okay. I'll never, this is so off track, but I'll never forget working at the crematory.
Yes.
And I would have to do like I don't know, 50 paw prints a day of these cats and dogs, you know, so you're just holding dead animals as they rot in your hands. And I did a cat, and I was like, what? Bill's face. Yeah. No, dude,
No, but for real.
Oh my God.
We'll do Beyond the Omens at some point in our fucking lives. I keep talking about it. We'll do Beyond the Omens at some point where I'll talk about the crematory and all the gross shit I had to do, because you'll fucking love it.
Yes.
But there was a cat, and his name was Samuel Jackson.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, that's a really long name to put on the paw print, you know, the clay paw print. And then you put little ribbons on it, right? And I was like, what color do I choose that isn't fucked up?
Did you choose black?
Dude, dude.
No, that wouldn't have been fucked up. I feel like if you had chosen brown, that would have been worse.
There was some colors that we because I literally asked, I was like, what color should we choose? Because it's fucking questionable. Like, any color I choose, it's like, really, dude? You know, like, it's one of those. And then one of my coworkers was walking and said, hey, do purple. And I was like, purple? And he's like, yeah, like Mace Windu. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Okay, that's tight. That's tight.
So I did purple, and then we got a nice little letter.
Oh.
They were like, we really like the purple. It was really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
But I was just like, woo! Don't dimple it. That was fucking
Well,
close.
other Star Wars fans.
Yeah, thank God.
Let's get back into it.
Yes.
By the way, so Vickie and Betty, they did what they were told, and they hired a attorney to help them with their lawsuit. They choose a man. His name is Peter Gersten. Does that name ring a bell for anybody?
Peter Gersten? Mm-hmm. Is that the guy with the longest balls?
No. But we're gonna say Peter's a little unconventional.
Okay.
He loves taking on these UFO cases, and if that doesn't tell you anything, he later becomes famous for announcing that he's gonna leap from the Bell Rock in Sedona, Arizona, at the moment of the predicted 2012 Mayan apocalypse.
Oh, wow.
Spoiler alert. He didn't. He fucking wimped out.
You pulled a fucking G.G. Allen?
Yeah.
What a pussy.
So
Come on.
now, Peter to some might not seem like the most, reputable attorney, but he's helping them file for $20 million in damages, so he seems worth the risk. Now, as these cases often do, it crawls through the legal system for the next several years while Betty fends off creditors trying to collect on her growing hospital bills. And eventually, in August of 1986, they hear something back. The U.S. District Court judge says they couldn't find any evidence those helicopters Betty and Vickie saw that night belonged to the United States government. And there's no documentation to support that the diamond-shaped craft that they witnessed belonged to the military either. So after years of waiting on bated breath, Vickie and Betty learn their case has been dismissed. They won't see a dime.
What?
The end. They don't see it. They get zero compensation at all from the U.S. government.
That's what you get for seeing a UFO and trying to get all that money.
Yep. That's what happened.
Lifelong problems until you die.
That's pretty much the end of their fucking case.
God.
Great.
How does that make you guys feel?
Feels great. Honestly, I'm glad.
You're glad?
Yeah, I'm glad that America's still America, and that we'll just fucking grift everyone constantly, no matter what. That we'll have some experience, probably the worst thing they'll ever experience in their entire life, and it'll be the U.S. government's fault, and they'll be like, nuh-uh, and they'll be like, okay, God bless.
Yeah.
Play the national anthem.
Now, there are a lot of skeptics with this story, by the way.
No.
Like with any UFO story.
Yeah.
What do
For
you mean?
example, in 1994, a debunker named Stuart Campbell offered his theory that the women saw the reflection of a star on the road.
God damn it.
God.
It's not a star. It's not a fucking... Where's my close-up cam, dude? I'm about to manic cam this shit. It's not a fucking star. It is not a bird. It's not a satellite. They did not see this planet Venus. It is not... It's not a fucking...
It's not Jesus.
It's not Jesus. It's a fucking UFO. They saw a UFO. They saw a UFO that the U.S. government was chasing. It wasn't a fucking star. At what point...
any logical sense would there be would there be a fucking reflection of a star on a road in rural Texas? When does that ever happen in history anywhere?
I told
That's
you
a
to
dumb
wait for
shit.
it. I told you.
At some fucking point, you gotta just go like, all right, dude, like it's the whole by Mount Rainier incident where they saw the crowd and they go, yeah, it's 28,000 miles an hour estimated speed, and they're like, it's fucking pelicans. It's not
Pelicans?
It's not pelicans. It's never been pelicans.
The summer of saucers.
I would
my
rather
God.
you fucking just say it was an experimental craft. I don't fucking know. It was like an experimental, a plane we're working on and went, pew. Sure, that's probably what it was. But a fucking star? That's the equivalency of like you seeing literally Jesus appear in front of you and he disappears and he goes, what you saw was fog, but on the inside. It doesn't
What you
make
saw
any,
was a mop. Like,
it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. I need my Manicam back, dude. That fucking fired me up, dude.
This is really grinding my gears.
Grinded my gears, dude.
I was waiting for where I had that in the story because I knew for a fact it was going to set him off. And I wanted you to witness it.
Oh my God.
Because you've never witnessed a crash out like that.
No, I mean that shit's valid. That shit's valid.
So,
But I thought it would be so fucking funny, and that's why I read that and I was like,
it gets me so
he
mad.
said it was the reflection of a star on the road?
You're an idiot.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Who said that?
It's a man named Stuart Campbell.
Stuart Campbell, you're a fucking idiot.
He's a notorious debunker.
What does he debunk? Like
UFO, UAP stories.
I feel like
Sounds like a dude who's never been laid in his entire fucking life.
Yeah, I
what
feel
a
like he should
loser.
be debunking himself with that crazy ass shit he's peddling.
No.
Women
aren't
aren't
real
real because none of them actually talk to me. Yeah, dude. Fuck you, dude. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
God damn it. That fired me up.
I thought so. Some also made more offensive claims, stating that the women might have been faking their conditions with some supernatural Munchausen's. A doctor named Gary Posner spent a lot of time looking for reasons to account Betty and Vickie's testimony, and he claimed, like how a religious zealot might fake their symptoms of the stigmata, Betty had falsified her radiation burns with a sun lamp.
That right there, right? The way better fucking way of trying to debunking something, right?
Yeah.
That one I could be like, maybe, sure, but just to be like, what you saw was a reflection of a star. You're a fucking idiot.
I mean,
Stars aren't projectors.
Yeah.
I mean, they do project light, obviously, but I mean, they're not just like, they're not just, a star doesn't travel, fucking 5 light years across the universe to just be like, I'm just going to appear on this road in Texas for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
so, I mean, yeah, like, there's a lot of people, like, sitting there trying to debunk and stuff. But, like, what Posner didn't consider is what had practically happened, which was after the incident, Betty never worked again. And for the next 2 decades, she was under the constant supervision of doctors who felt confidently that Betty had undergone an otherworldly amount of radiation. And then at the age of 69, she died after battling cancer. Ironically, it was December 29th on 1998, the 18th anniversary after the sighting. She died the same day she saw the sighting. 18 years earlier. Yeah.
So here's my thing. Like, when I sit here and hear a lot of these stories and think about what the implications would be, I think all the time about the fact of, if something's supernatural or it's aliens or it's something else, I always wonder, when something happens, is it too great for it to be a coincidence that you witness aliens and then you die on the same day that you witnessed it? Like,
It very well could just be
is that the synchronicity of the world? Like, I just
I don't know that, like, I'm not saying that the fucking aliens, made her die 18 years later on the same day,
Right,
but
right.
like, it is very odd.
Yeah.
The aliens didn't show up behind them in like a fucking diner and be like, the Zambonis give their regards, and like plug two in the back of her head.
Yeah, like I don't think that it's necessarily that, but like, it is crazy to
Yes.
to think about,
Yes.
you know, and it is weird, but also like when you sit there and you discount and try to discredit these stories where very clearly something happened, you're not considering everything else.
Sure.
You're not considering how this person's life has been completely altered. You're going to sit there and say that she gave herself radiation poisoning with a sun lamp. A sun lamp?
That's wild.
For what? Notoriety?
Yeah.
That she didn't really get. She didn't get a dime from the government. What do you mean?
I would believe more that she did it to try and get superpowers ingesting radioactive material
Versus
than trying to say that she was doing this for attention. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I agree. Vickie also passed away in 2007 at the age of 83, which now means Colby is the only one left. He still is searching for answers. He still knows what he and his grandma and her friend saw. Like, there's no like ending. There's nothing that ties this story in a neat little bow in a box. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah. I do wonder with some of these folks who are still kicking around, if they ever came upon one of our videos, like, I wonder if they'd want to be a guest. Like, that would be so great to just know.
I would be so happy if, obviously reach out, HGOPodcast@gmail.com, but if, you know, we've done 3 years of podcasting.
Yes.
Especially about like aliens, true
Yeah.
crime, ghosts, stuff like that. But aliens specifically, like I would love to be able to talk to these people.
Yeah.
And just people who have like the government has told them like what you saw wasn't real, but you know for a fact it was real.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, there is absolutely no way that they didn't see something. Like,
Yeah.
there's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
There's no way that like the amount of suffering that Betty went through was from a fucking sun lamp. Like, this fucking kid who's
How
now
long did they be under a sun lamp to have that happen?
fucking probably days.
Yeah. Like SpongeBob in that one scene in the movie.
Yeah, for real. Like, I don't know. The story is very, obviously the story does, like, there are things where it has its discrepancies. There always is in UFO stories, whether you believe them or not. You know, and initial accounts were a little fuzzier, which, people are like, oh, they're faking their story because the initial accounts are fuzzy. Probably not. Details come to you with time. They just saw, Betty's dealing with an intense amount of radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Vickie, less radiation poisoning, but also fucking shell-shocked. And then a literal child who also is fucking shell-shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking details aren't immediately there.
Yeah, I mean, also eyewitness testimony is statistically the most unreliable testimony, right? Because you tend to like they talk about it for like crimes, right? Where they say they saw somebody and then they'll show them mugshots and be like, I think it's this guy, but it's actually that guy. You know, it's one of those things. But they have still an understanding of what they saw. Like for example, would be like, I saw a guy come in and shoot the clerk at 7-Eleven. Right.
Yeah.
And he looked like this guy, but it was
initially
another guy. But what I'm saying is with that, they still know this object is in the road, you know?
The main discrepancy was that initially they couldn't say what the shape was. They couldn't
It's fucking
recollect
dark.
that it was a diamond-shaped object, which later, when they recounted the story again, they were able to describe it, which is not that uncommon. That happens.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Like,
You know?
it's a story that I definitely think is true.
How about this? Go out in rural Texas. I'm gonna get a water tower sized object, and I'm just gonna appear to you out of nowhere and shoot 2,000-degree flames at you, and then you're gonna have to tell me what shape is on it. What the fuck are we talking about?
Like, yeah, it's a very unique story that I was surprised we've never talked about.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a tiny story either. It's a big size story.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Tay. That was very interesting.
Thank you.
Enlightening.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And
How
if-
does everyone feel about it?
I'm angry.
How do you feel about it?
I'm pretty angry too in my own ways because I want to know what it was, and I also feel like I'd want to know a little bit more of what those other people who reported seeing things, what I'd like to know more of their stories and be able to see if like maybe there had been another person who had initially witnessed, was quiet, and then later on went on to recount that they saw something
Yeah.
that could add credibility to it.
You didn't actually see anything. You didn't ever actually see anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But if you enjoyed this spooky tale, be sure to rate 5 stars listening app, like, share, subscribe. As you do, you know the business. You can follow us on all socials at HGOPodcasts on Instagram, TikTok, X, and the like. You can follow me directly at iHuntTheHaunted on Instagram. And I'll pass it off to Tay.
Hello, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Lunar Thrill. I don't post a lot on there, but where I am posting more is Spirit the Turv, which is our dog's Instagram. There's some photos from Florida where we were just a couple weeks ago.
Bow wow.
It was great. She did good.
Wow. Flow right up.
We skipped Gatorland. We'll do it next time. Bill, it's your turn.
My turn. Yes. Thrill of Bill. That's where you can look me up on Snap and TikTok. And also, I have an Instagram. It's bbernard4444. It's not a fake account. It's the only account I have left. But yeah, you can find me there.
Hell yeah. And there was one thing I wanted to bring to the top of the podcast, but I forgot about Gatorland. Did you know Gatorland has zip lines?
Zip lines over gators.
Yes.
Ooh, do you got a strap that straps
You're
you in?
strapped in.
Okay.
Well, it's
okay.
a zip line.
Well, yeah, but like I thought it was like
It's not a rope
Oh,
swing.
no.
Oh, okay.
No. It's a zip line.
That sounds like a great way to get your heart racing and hopefully to trust the people who work there to not have you go snapping into a snapping job.
The joke that I made about it
Okay.
was like, imagine you're the lawyer for Gatorland, because any amusement park has a lawyer.
Yeah, I was going to say you need one.
Just, you know,
Yeah.
as one does.
You know.
And you're sitting in your office. I'm the owner of Gatorland. I come in, I'm wearing a flannel shirt, but the sleeves are cut off.
Yeah.
Right? And I come in and go, Bill, listen, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Zip line.
Zip line.
Zip lines, you know, a lot of amusement parks have them, right? Sounds like a good plan, right? Over alligators. Deal?
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
And if you want to send us your hate mail or your love mail or your spooky story, you can at HGOPodcast@gmail.com. But in the meantime, remember to stay spooky.
Stay haunted.
And it wasn't a fucking star.
It wasn't a star.
It wasn't a star. What you saw was a bird.
It was a pelican.
It was a pelican.
It's a large metal diamond-shaped pelican.